Yo, what's good?
Hi.
How we doing? back here doing the damn thing.
We're fucking late as fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Dude, I was thinking about this on the way over. This has happened to me like a lot in my life because, obviously I live real close to this club.
Yeah.
I live my high school's right there, and I live across the street from my middle school that I went to. So like when I'm this close to something, I'm always late.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I don't think your mind registers it as a real thing.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, also it's at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's like, like say you have something to do at 1 o'clock the next day. You're not stressing about it.
No, not at all. And it's like, I'll wake up at like 12:55 and be like, oh, I could shower, eat, and get there on time.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like after people know how close I am, it's like you can't even lie.
Yeah.
You know? Like I've talked multiple times on this show, Tony's show, where it's like, oh, yeah, I live so close, man. I'm like one traffic light away. And then it's like when I'm running late, it's like you're trying to think of an excuse. And it's like, oh, I got stuck in traffic. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. You know, like anyone could call me out on that so fast. And I always feel like a dirtbag.
That's like the one thing, I think like the one thing that I'm actually really good with in life is being punctual.
Oh, yeah. I'm usually pretty good.
That's like the one fucking thing. Because it's like, obviously you get older, you get better at it. Like if I got to do something, like if I'm on the road, I do my traveling like the day before.
Yeah.
Like some people like oh, I got a show tonight in Ohio.
Yeah.
Let me get on the road today at like 5 a.m. Like I'm not doing that. I'm on the road the day before.
I got that like drilled into my head by my dad was like, it's better to be fucking an hour early than 5 minutes late. So I'm usually pretty good. And like speaking of the road like that, like when I used to travel with Terry McNeely and George Gallo, me and Terry would like go like a day in advance almost and get there like super, super fucking early.
Yeah.
We would check in, put our bags down, be like that. And then like, 8 hours later, we'd have to like pick Gallo up like on a train. Because he was like BMXing his way to like fucking, he'd be like riding his BMX bike like to fucking like Wisconsin, and he's like making stops along the way. He'd be like, oh, look at his fucking half pipe. And like, yeah, it was crazy. And he's the headliner. So like we always had to like accommodate to him. But it was just like those two schools of thought like on the same tour.
Yeah.
And it was just always so fucking like chaotic.
And if he's the headliner, it's like, well, that's the boss. And
yeah, dude. It's just like whatever he wants to do,
Good for him, fucking still BMXing. I mean, he's in his 40s.
No, 50s.
He's in his 50s?
Yeah, he's in his 50s. Yeah, he definitely looks good for his age. But yeah, he upgraded to a motorcycle, I saw.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's been doing that. But
I would say he's definitely motorcycle vibes.
Yeah, but he's sick on the BMX, dude.
He took a picture of him at the gym. It was like him in jeans and a wife beater.
Oh,
and I messaged him. I was like, you look like every guy that fucks someone's wife. Like he just looks like, you know what I mean? But he doesn't like take his pants off. He just pulls his dick through the jeans hole. And it's like, oh. But,
dude, George is fucking crazy, man. He's one of my favorite people.
I think that's the secret of looking young is you got to just live young. You got to feel young. Because like a lot of people say like, hey, Trav, you want to look young, like stop going out, stop getting fucked up. And on some levels, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think there's also a thing where like if you're living this life where like you do go out, you have fun.
Right.
Maybe just don't do it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But like, like on the weekends, you're out, you're having fun.
Yeah.
Then like why I think it does something to your brain.
Oh, I think so. Like I really agree with that because it was like my friends from high school that like the ones that started having kids like super early. Like I'm not even talking like 25. I'm talking about like the ones that like started like really early. Oh. Like they got the kids. They were like, it's like they were such in a rush to like grow up and be like mom or dad, that they turned into it so much faster and they aged so much faster, Oh,
kids will definitely suck it out.
Oh yeah, you start aging so fast, and I think, like the one like, and then I'm like looking at like me and like a couple other people, like off the top of my head, like I'm like, yeah, we're the ones that stayed like single for the most part, you know, like fucking no kids, like, you know, we have careers, but like it's not like that's a big one too, is like with your career, you know, like you know, I got like I was working for like a union, and like it's a really good job, but it was also like it didn't control me. Yeah, you know, like I had outlets like comedy and writing and like you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, I got tons of hobbies. Like I play video games, you know, like all this stuff, like you're saying, like live young. And it's just like I had like my career didn't hold me down, or kids, or like, you know, like wife and mortgages. Like I never got into all that. Yeah, where it's like, yeah, that's why I don't have gray hair.
I think just the main thing, I don't have kids, so I'm not even going to say that I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But I feel like the thing with kids is just like the massive lack of sleep. Like you're always just going off of like 3 hours every night, like 2 hours, you know, like you look like shit if you do that. You know, like you're not sleeping.
Right.
I think looking young just comes down to like a number of factors, but I think living young is one of the factors that will keep you looking young.
Yeah, dude. You know, and it's also like the look good, feel good vibes. Yeah, you know, and
maybe it's the way you carry yourself.
Yeah, I think that's like a big part of it. And then like when you have like kids, or you're like, you know, like when your career, like the career girl, or like the, you know, like the career orientated people, where it's like they're letting their job like control them, and they're so like I think it happens to like doctors and stuff, that like people who take work home with them and like stress out about it and shit, like their overall mood is affected, because like if your kid's doing bad, like you're doing bad, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like there's other people that it's like, oh, if I'm not doing good at work, like I'm not doing good at life. And like I think that stress just fucking crushes them. Oh, you know?
I for sure do not have that problem.
No, that's what I'm saying, man.
I can be like just getting fired from jobs and be like, you know, that doesn't say anything about me as a person.
Yeah, like, you know, like I love my field, you know, and like what I do, but like you know, and I'm not talking like just comedy, like, you know, comedy is not really like my career, because like I can't sustain myself with it. Like, you know, it's like we make money doing comedy, but it's like everybody kind of needs something to like supplement that income, whether you do it for like insurance, you know, or just something to pay the bills, because like it's like for me, it just comedy doesn't pull in that money. But it's like I kind of get it, because like when I'm not doing good in comedy, I feel like I'm not doing good in life.
Yeah, that's I will say that. So it's like, like I guess comedy's not like our jobs yet.
That's what I'm saying.
But like if I'm having a rough week of comedy, it's gonna alter how I'm walking around.
Like I take that home with me. But like if I fuck up at my day job, I'm like, all right, see you guys on Monday, you know, like. Yeah,
that's why I love doing Uber. It's like you do make a deal. I just got James Pontillo into it, and he loves it.
Oh yeah, and he's like, dude,
funny. He's like, dude, you actually make good money with this. I'm like, yeah, if you hustle, you can. You definitely can.
Oh, dude, like I've met some. I had this one really cool Uber driver. He lived like a block away from me, and like he picked me up, and I made like really good money. You know, I started making good money maybe like 7 years ago. So when I was working at the airport at LaGuardia, and I couldn't do the trains and the buses and the cabs anymore. Like I would take a cab to the train station, take a bus to LaGuardia.
That's a lot.
Yeah, dude. And then I would have to do the same thing home. So like when I started getting like into Uber, like I was just like, I should like, it just made sense to just like Uber door to door. Yeah. I think I was paying like $40 or $50 more than I was like doing it the other way.
Yeah, that adds up, dude.
It adds up, but like the door to door service meant more to me, you know, and it was like the comfort. Like I just have to like open this door, sit, and the guy's going to drop me off like right where I need to be. Like what the fuck? Other you know, because like my commute was looking like it was like one time this guy stopped in this, like, it was wintertime and it was snowy.
Yeah.
And this guy stopped to talk to his friend. He was the like a bus driver for like the LaGuardia Link bus.
Yeah.
He stopped to talk to his friend for 30 seconds and he tacked on, I ended up missing my train by like 15 seconds. Like, you know, like one of those, like you're running up the stairs and you're watching the doors close.
Just gone.
So like I timed it. Like I think the guy stopped like seriously it was like over a minute or whatever. But like that tacked on an hour and a half to my commute.
Yeah, because now you got to wait for the next one.
Yeah. So I started taking Ubers to and from, and I just switched. Like I was like, I'm never taking the train again. This like 3-hour commute is like if I could work in fucking Connecticut. Like that's
literally.
insane. Or Atlantic City, you know. And
think about that. That's crazy.
That's nuts, you know? Like, and I was doing that almost every day. I was like, I can't fucking do that, man. I could be a blackjack dealer in AC right now.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally do that.
So this Uber driver, he lived on my block, and he was cool as fuck. He's like, you know what, dude? Take my number down. Because what he would do every day is, like, he would go into Astoria, and like every night, just like because Astoria is like sick with the nightlife, so he would go every night to Astoria and like just make rounds and shit all night, and like he would like wait by like food trucks and shit, and like he had this whole fucking plan. So he gave me his number on the side, and like this is probably like highly illegal for an Uber driver, and he's like, yo, if you don't mind, like I'll give you a little bit better of a deal on like your Uber ride, just like call me, like give me like cash or whatever.
Okay.
And like so I like
he'll just like end the ride halfway through and then he'll probably just drive you to your destination. Because that's like if you end the ride.
Yeah, he like figured
like,
something out.
Yeah.
You know, where it was like I was like hooking him up, like because he would get money to where he was driving into anyway. Like he was saying like I basically have to luck out to find a ride to go out west, and like I guess while the app is on, like, and you're refusing rides, like you get like a penalty or something.
It lowers your like your rating as an Uber. Not like it lowers your rating, but you can get like you can be on like you can get like I have Uber Blue,
right,
or whatever the fuck it's. No, I don't have Uber. I have Uber Gold.
Okay.
Well, I don't really pay attention. I just try to knock out as many rides as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you get Uber Gold status or Uber Blue status, like you make more money with each ride. It's not like a tremendous amount of money, but like, you know, if you take a bunch of rides, it's a noticeable amount more.
Yeah, so he was saying like because he wasn't answering like, you know, different like people like requesting rides, and he was in the area or whatever, he was like getting penalized. So he's like, call me and then like do the Uber so I know exactly when, and he's like, I'll always be closest to you because I'm like on your block basically. And like I'd fucking text him and be like, yo, I'm going now, and he would always get me as a ride. And like, you know, then I would fucking he's like, yo, you don't even have to tip me, don't worry about it, just like that ride to Queens every day is like hooking me up so much.
Yeah, if you take one from like, say if you took one from like Farmingdale to Queens, that's a nice ride.
Yeah. If there's Levittown to fucking what is LaGuardia?
It's not Flushing. It's
yeah, I think it is.
Is it Flushing?
I think it's Flushing. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's right by
like,
City Field.
Yeah, and like that big park. That big park. I forgot what it's called.
I recently just got a new job. A new side job. I'm going to work. I'm pumped. I'm going to be emceeing weddings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to bring up like the demo that you were doing.
No,
like,
I'm doing that too.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm doing demo. That's cool. That's just like 150 in your pocket.
Yeah,
like,
dude. And that's like, I love demolition because it's just fun. Like, you know, it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's like active. Like most of the time you're like swinging a fucking sledgehammer. It's cool as fuck.
Well, the one thing I didn't know, and I think it just goes with all type of like labor intensive building type jobs, is you think you're going to just start like, let's just destroy everything.
Yeah.
But it has to be like precision destruction.
Yeah.
Because you know, you hit the wrong thing, you'll hit take a beam out.
Right. Yeah. Or like a water main or
like,
you know,
something like that.
Something electrical. Yeah. You got to be careful, but like, And like the worst part about it is like you also have to clean up.
Yeah,
You know,
I clean up as I go.
Yeah, that's a good move because like I just hate like where it's like, all right, I did all the fun shit. Now get the broom.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I don't mind it. You know, it's whatever. I'm there for like.
But like it keeps you active. Like
yeah,
it's cool.
4 or 5 hours. It's fine. You know?
That's it. Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
and then $150. See, I'm working with this guy Jim that I met. Yeah, he's great.
That's awesome, dude. So like with the weddings now, like so you're gonna be working with a DJ.
Yeah, so it's like an entertainment company.
Right.
They said they mainly do weddings.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we're looking to take on someone, more of a comedic approach, more of a
right. I was gonna ask
charismatic guy. And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, without trying to sound like a dick, I'm a comedic, charismatic guy.
Yeah, dude. It's like I'm exactly what you're looking for.
I felt like a loser saying it, but I was like, I do want this job. So the guy was a jiu-jitsu dude too. Which right when he said that, I was like, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
And so it'd be like $600 a wedding.
Oh, dude, that's fucking.
Which
sick.
I mean, how long is a wedding? Like 4 or 5 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
So it's like same amount of hours I'm doing with the demo job.
Yeah.
Demo job, and I'm getting way more money.
Plus, you start making people laugh and everything. Like you can hand out like business cards, like like hey, hit me up. I am a comedian.
I would imagine like that has to. I mean, maybe it's not like. I don't think you would count it as a rep, like like you did Mike's one night or whatever. But
yeah.
I would say it would have to go hand in hand to helping you in stand up. I mean, you're working your public speaking skills on a microphone in front of over 200 strangers. Yeah, strangers,
hands down. Yeah,
that has to help you out.
And but what I'm saying is like you could also like be kind of like promoting yourself, like getting people to your shows too.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I wouldn't say it over the mic, but I would like.
No, but like. That unless like like the company you work for is cool, but it's like, hey man, I'll be out fucking Governors. Come check me out in a giggle room. Now here's the bride and her father.
Immediate fire. I'm fired immediately.
So here's the lovely couple's first dance, but first I'll be at St. Mark's Comedy Club.
First, if you want to check us out, I'm a Treading Water podcast every Thursday at 1.
All right, now we're gonna cut the cake.
Yeah. Come on, cut the cake. I got more shows to plug. But I'm really pumped. You know what's cool and why I really like it? It's because like I feel like my whole life I've gotten jobs. I mean, obviously they're side jobs, but some jobs I've gotten, they're actual adult jobs.
Yeah.
And obviously none of them worked out. I'm here doing what I'm doing right now. But I feel like this job, like I never got a job because I was actually qualified for the job, and it's because I'm good at what I do, like which is talking and entertaining, and like I always got a job like, oh, my buddy's looking for a job, and here we go, or like, oh, my cousin's looking for a job, or it was always like just like a referral based thing, and it feels nice to like, no, I got the job because like I'm of who I am and what I'm actually good at.
That's gotta feel good.
It does. It feels good. You know what I mean? Because it's like not all my, like, I feel like also every job, and this may come off a little pompous, but I feel like every job I got, like, it didn't really feel like a big home run because like my other friends could also do that job.
Yeah.
You know what I
know
mean?
what you mean. It was like, oh, anyone could have gotten this.
Yeah. It's like
it doesn't feel special.
Granted, this isn't $1 million job, but it's like I don't have any. I mean, short of my comedians friends, but like my friends.
But no, there's a lot of fucking comedians that people wouldn't want to MC a fucking wedding.
True.
Like if there's a lot of comedians that like. They don't fucking take care of themselves, like they're like, there's a lot to be honest with you. Like people think like, oh, comedy takes charisma, but there's so many comedians that I could think of that aren't charismatic, that would like almost be like a downer at a wedding.
Like a deadpan.
Yeah.
Deadpan.
Yeah. And like, just like a wet blanket person, like those comedians that just complain about everything.
Yeah.
It's
so this is cool because it's like, it's like it feels good to do something that most of the people can't do it.
Right.
Because it sucks when you do something. You just like, you don't wake up feeling like accomplished when you're like, yeah, I do something everybody can fucking do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it doesn't make you feel special.
Yeah.
And I want to feel special.
I know.
I want to feel special, dude.
I had a friend that would DJ, and he would do weddings all the time, and he was a pretty charismatic dude. He worked alone, but like there was this other dude I went to college with. He used to do weddings, and like his buddy would DJ, and he would be like the
hype man.
Yeah, the hype man. Like, and he was like he's got it, like what you were talking about. Like, he's very charismatic, like a handsome dude, you know, and like he was like silly, you know, like he definitely wouldn't be a good like comedian, but he was like a silly guy that like, you know, could kind of make those like jokes that like grandma would like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's trying to think, like he so I'm going there. I start on Thursday. I'm gonna start training.
Your first wedding, or are you like training?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go and check out a wedding and see how they do it, because
cool.
he said I also have a script that he likes every show to start. Like, there's weddings, and then there's like
wow,
yeah, like other types of events that have different types of scripts.
Oh, cool. So there's a lot more thought into this than
yeah. And he's like, you're not going to be dancing around doing like goofy shit. That's not really how we do things here. It's mainly in the talking and presenting.
Oh, that's so much better, dude.
So much better.
Because like the guy that I'm talking about that was like doing what you're doing is like, he was that dancey, silly guy. Like, and he was so good for it, because that's like how he is in like person. And like he would like, everybody like, oh, let's go to the bar. He's like, no, let's go fucking dance. You know? And you're like, dude, you're a loser.
Yeah. Because I was already thinking of ways to like not do the dancing.
Yeah, get out of that.
Yeah, I was like, how can I like? I'm gonna have to dance a little bit, but like maybe not all. But they were like, no, that's not the type of thing that we run here.
So much better.
I was like, thank fucking God. But yeah, because I think they also do corporate events too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what other events like would be on a script. Like corporate events are like that. There's good money in that.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, it's it's cool, and I'm with it.
I would definitely fucking print out business cards though.
Yeah, my business cards are so like not up to date.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have like old ones that I got from like 6 months into comedy.
I have short hair and earrings.
Oh yeah, I remember that, Travis.
Remember that? Oh God.
Yeah, like that. We had a poster, like a comedy flyer, that like showed up on my Facebook memories.
Yeah.
And like that had that headshot. Like I think you're in like a white shirt, right?
Probably. I had the suit vest at the time.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know. Dude, the suit vest. I used to rock the suit vest.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah, that was a good move, man.
Suit vest that's another thing with this job. I'm like, what's the dress code? And then he's like, obviously, nice, classy.
Yeah.
And I was like, so can I do like a suit vest? He's like, yeah, no, of course.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a good move.
I feel like a suave man in a suit vest.
Oh, me too, dude. I used to like just wear it out with like jeans to like a club on Friday.
It's such a solid look.
Yeah.
You could really like look really good in one.
Dude, I used to do that. Like, dude, I always felt like people were definitely making fun of me though. It's like, because I would wear one to like a comedy show and be like suit vest, like sick shirt, and like a tie that all matched, like, hair's all done, like, and then like from the bottom I'm in like fucking jeans I haven't washed in a week.
Yeah.
And like fucking dirty Converse or something. Like,
is well, not the Converse, but is that a look like, say, suit vest, button down, stylish jeans, and
I thought so.
I feel like that's a gay hairdresser look. Yeah. But I mean, like, they know what they're doing when it comes to fashion wise. Like, those guys are always super fashionable.
Yeah, dude. Like, I thought it was a look for sure, but it was just like, I liked it because it was like, yeah, no, I'm like very presentable up here, and then below the waist I just look like a dirtbag.
Yeah. Well, the Converses, that's just
it wouldn't be like Converse, but you know what I'm saying, like Nikes or something.
Yeah.
But I would try to wear like the nicest shoes I had possible, but it's like you also got to match everything.
I think if you had dress shoes, you'd be good to go.
Yeah. I ended up buying like a pair of like really nice gray dress shoes that like looked a little bit more casual.
Sleeves rolled up or rolled down?
I would roll them up.
I feel like that's how you gotta go.
Yeah, I'd roll them up, and like, because when I was doing it, I was a little bit like bigger at the time. You know, you show off my tat that I got here. I was like, this is the move. You know?
That guy doesn't wear condoms.
Yeah,
this guy's fucking raw.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And people knew that about me. It's just like I'm not doing condoms.
People knew that about me.
Yeah, they just like, no, like this guy is fucking raw.
I'm not gonna lie, I've always been good with that. I've always been good with condoms.
Oh,
but the
really?
reason has changed over the years.
Yeah.
The reason has changed over the years because when you're young, you're like, oh shit, I don't want to get a disease.
Right.
And then you get older and you're like, she'll keep the fucking kid. Like,
yeah.
like chicks who are single and they're 30, they start getting, yeah, but you'd be a great dad. And you're like,
Yeah.
we don't know each other. So like, what are we doing?
Right. And I've had girls like just straight up threaten me with that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Dude.
like, when I would be like trying to call it off. And it would be like, well, I'm late on my period and I'm fucking keeping it, loser. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
What did I get into?
My friend Monkey has a really funny approach.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, yo, dude, because he doesn't do condoms either.
Yeah.
And he's had a few scares over.
Is this the guy that fucks with his shoes on?
No. No, it's my buddy Shane.
Okay.
He's so this guy, I was like, yo, because I've only known him for like 3-4 years.
Right.
But like over those 3-4 years, he's had a couple scares.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
that's rough.
I was like, so what do you do, man? Like, how do you convince them otherwise?
Yeah.
He's like, I just kind of look him in the face. Like, I mean, well, I don't have any money, so. I mean, and then, you know, they kind of put it together. I'd be a bad dad, and they take care of it. I was like, he's like, I'm just gonna be a roofer. So you know, you want a roofer to be your dad. That's okay. That's on you.
Amazing.
He does a real balls in your court approach.
Yeah, that almost comes off like I don't even have money for the abortion, man.
Yeah. I think he like has them pay for it.
Like I could give you like 100 probably.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he pays for it. But yeah, no, that's his approach.
Oh my god.
And then like the girls are like, well,
solid, yeah.
Like because girls are thinkers. Girls they're smart. You know,
right.
They're not like they're not going to take a chance on something that looks stupid. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
They're thinkers. They're proactive.
Yeah.
So like, you know, they look at him and they're like, yeah,
right.
nah.
Yeah, like, oh man.
Yeah, we can't do this.
No way. Yeah, because like I don't know, with me, man, like I can't remember the last time I really had like a scare.
I don't think I ever did.
I don't think I ever did, which always scares me because like now I'm like, yeah, I'm sterile.
Yeah.
Dude, like I fucked it all up with drugs and alcohol.
I was gonna ask, you think drugs can make you sterile?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
If
man.
so, then I'm certainly going there.
I feel like it's
I'm
like
certainly there.
Yeah, I feel like there might have been like a psychologist or a psychiatrist that probably gave me like a medicine that like, no, we gotta like chemically castrate this one. Like this is like a secret pill. Like, yeah, it might cure depression, but it also makes them sterile. So
speaking of sex, before you got here,
yeah. You and T-Dog had sex?
Me and T-Dog were talking about sex.
Oh,
we were
okay.
talking about threesomes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we were saying how a threesome, unless you go on one of those like weird sites.
Right.
Which is probably a nightmare. I don't even know what those look like.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Unless you go on one of those weird sites,
like adult friend finder. You
yeah,
ever see those like ads on porn sites?
Yeah, like Friend Fucker.
Yeah.
But if you don't go on one of those sites, a threesome is just kind of a weird thing that's up in the air that you have to just luckily come across.
Right, and it gets harder to wheel like in your 30s. You know,
I disagree.
Oh, really?
I disagree.
Okay.
I think you get a lot of like a lot of couples in their 40s. They've been together
right. Okay, I see where you're going.
They've been together for 20 years
right.
and the flame's kind of dead, but they still love each other.
And
they don't want to
spice it up.
Yeah, they don't want to lose the relationship. I want this person in my life for the rest of my life. But something needs to be done here.
Yeah.
And I think they go and they seek out like younger men who's willing to fuck the wife, or like fuck the wife and the guy watches, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Because I will admit, there's something about men, and I'm guilty of it too. I get the mindset of a cuck.
Really? See, I don't, man.
There's a thing. Not like I would ever do it.
Yeah.
But I get the thing because men innately we're competitive creatures.
Yeah.
So like I'm a competitive guy.
Yeah.
When it comes to like if I'm into something physical, I'm competitive about it.
Okay.
So like I get it. You know, you're fucking 48, and your wife is fucking some 25-year-old dude, some stud, and then now she comes home. It's in your mind. You're like, I wonder if he fucked her right. You think I can outfuck this guy? No, I'm gonna outfuck him.
Yeah.
Like that's the flame that's gonna light under your ass.
Oh, okay.
I would imagine that's the mindset.
Yeah. See, I don't know, man. Like, do you ever hear of this guy Adam 22?
I have.
Yeah, he's like him and his girlfriend, her or like wife, I think. Her name's Lena the Plug. And
no. Oh no, not the Plug. Not the plug.
Not the plug, he says.
No. I'd be like, please tell me you sell drugs. Please tell me you sell drugs. And that's
no, it's the other way.
No.
you know exactly where I'm going. So, Adam 22 and Lena the Plug have like a porno podcast.
Oh god.
And they bring porn stars on their podcasts and like they fuck them as like a couple.
Oh, continue this.
Yeah, so like they fuck and like they have a whole podcast about it. I forgot what it's called, but I guess finally after like years, they brought a guy into bed.
I knew this. I was like, well, how do I know this guy? Adam 22.
And he got everywhere because like now he's like he cucked himself, you know, and he let this big black fucking dude like fuck his wife.
Guy's jacked too.
Yeah. And like then the black dude, like so funny, like released this video like, yeah, I fucked this guy's wife like better than he did. Like
he's like I gave a little bit.
Yeah,
I gave a little bit. I gave it a whole thing.
Yeah, I was breaking out all the stops. I gave her all the moves. You know,
their podcast is called Plug Talk.
Oh God.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. Yeah, that is fucking. I never watched anything, and she seems like she's like decent looking. Like she's pretty cute, you know.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, she's definitely like.
Wait,
what's
she look like?
Yeah, here. So she's got a body on her, you know.
Yeah, and she's cute. She looks like Kim K.
Yeah, but
she has that like look to her.
Like they got real like, obnoxious after that, you know. Like oh yeah,
that's
it comes
she's
out
hot.
good. Yeah, she's hot, you know.
So I did know what she looked like, but the picture that I saw of her was when it was mid coitus.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and she had her eyes like rolled in the back of her head, like seeing a picture of your wife getting drilled like that.
Yeah, dude, it's I couldn't go back. Like, no. Like, first of all, like I'm more of a jealous fucking creature. Like,
yeah, you would not do well.
I would not do well in that situation, and it's funny because like Marissa and I have had that talk, and she's like she just like shut it down so fast. Like I'm not even really into it. I don't know if I'd be a threesome guy. Like, I don't know if I could satisfy all those people.
It's a lot. You know? It's a lot.
It's like, I feel like I would get overwhelmed and I would like fucking like shut down and like get in my own head or something like that. And like, I just like, we've seen it. I'm not going to go into it on the comedy scene, but I've seen a threesome ruin a marriage, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, you don't know who? Like, I'm not going into like that.
I think I know.
It's like close personal friends, and I'm not getting into their fucking business.
Was it with another comic?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Someone you're gonna see again? I don't know about that.
Yeah, and like the whole fucking situation got so messy, and it like I just wouldn't be able to do it, and like but like then I asked Marissa, I was just like, what if you what if we brought like a girl? You know, like what if we brought into a girl? She's like, absolutely fucking not.
Marissa's be like, fucking no.
Dude, she shut it down so fast, and like it was funny. And like she's like, well, what? You know, she threw it back in my face. She's like, well, what if it's a guy? I'm like, absolutely not. You know,
I
like,
don't think you guys are.
No, like, and like I'm happy it's like that. You know,
Yeah.
like I'd rather it be that way where it's like, oh, my partner doesn't want to share me with anyone. You
Yeah.
know, like it's like I don't know. It's like more intimate like that. I think.
I was in a situation once like that. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
But so I was at this bar. I was out for like 2 days, like just like just doing blow.
Yeah, bender.
Yeah, I was on a bender, like a 2-day bender.
Yeah.
And ow, what the fuck? I was on this 2-day bender, and so it's like I go out that night, the next morning.
Right.
Go out that night. It's like the next day.
Yeah.
So I'm in rough shape, and I'm like, all right, we just gotta I don't want to be seen by everybody, by anyone. So I know I look like shit. So
Yeah.
I just went to this like random low key ass bar, and I'm like, let me just drink until I'm tired enough, and then I'll fucking drive home. Good idea, Trav.
Yeah.
So I'm at this random bar. I'm just drinking. It's like 1 in the afternoon,
Yeah.
and this older couple comes in. They're like 50, and they sit right next to me. It's like me, the girl, and then the guy.
Right.
And you know when you can tell like someone's talking about you and looking at you?
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, fuck, they're right next to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I don't.
I feel like I could even tell like if they're across the bar.
Yeah.
You know, like you start catching that vibe, like those glances.
Yeah, let alone sitting right next to
Right.
him. So I was like, okay, I don't nearly have the brain juice to unpack this right now.
Uh-huh.
And I just hear like little bits of the conversation. Well, what about him? What about him? And then the guy's like, this fucking guy. You want to do why this fucking guy? I don't know. He's cute. And I was like, I was like, cute. I mean, you see my face right now? I've been up for 2 days doing drugs.
It's like my nose is bleeding.
Yeah. So I went to the bathroom because I just didn't even want to sit in that anymore. And I came back and I had a Jeep shirt on, and she's like, "Oh, you have a Jeep?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, I think I saw your Jeep out there." And I was like, "Maybe, I don't know. I guess." And then she was like, "You have a girlfriend?" And I was like, "Oh, I know what this is."
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "I don't." This is like, I think it was before pandemic. It was like the year before pandemic or something like that.
Yeah.
A little bit ago.
Yeah, people were a little bit faster and looser.
And just the whole time, like the guy didn't say a word, and he was just like
steaming. Huh?
He was just fed up with like,
Yeah.
I can't believe you're fucking doing this right now.
Wow.
And she's like, well, we live like right down around the road. You can be here. And I was like, honestly, I hit her straight. I was like, listen, I've been up for 2 days doing blow, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not in like the best standing right now. And she's like, you come here a bunch? And I was like, yeah, I come here a bunch. And then she's like, oh, I guess I'll see you around then. And I just left, and I never saw her again. I never went back. I never went to that fucking bar again.
Right, yeah.
But,
see, like in a situation like that, like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like if there's another guy and like a couple, I've seen too many TV shows where it's like oh, I'm drunk, like I'm just gonna go back with this couple to their house, and then I end up like fucking
dead.
Like, well, not even dead, but like robbed. You know?
That
and then
too.
just like steal my shit and then like beat the shit out of me or something, you know?
Dude, that
Because I don't know if I told this story on this podcast, but like I had a friend in Atlantic City. Did I tell you about my friend that got set up?
No.
Oh, dude. So we're in Atlantic City. We're like partying. And we're at like a club, and there's like a smoking section, and like make a long story short, like all my friends like basically got like kicked out, and it was all the guys that I worked with at the airport actually.
Yeah.
And so this one dude is like talking to a chick, so I went to go tell him. I'm like, yo, everyone's leaving.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, all right, go. And he was like getting like upset that I'm like interrupting him talking to this chick. So I'm like, all right, dude. So like I sat down for a cigarette, and I was in like this like smoky section of this bar. I ordered a drink, and I'm just like smoking whatever. And I start seeing all these people like looking at him and talking about him and shit, you know?
Oh God. No.
So I'm like, yo, Joe, like maybe we should get out of here. You know, I interrupt him again. And he's like, what did I fucking like? He gets like so mad at me. He's like, what did I fucking tell you? You know? I'm like, all right, dude, like, fuck it. Like, you're on your own, dude. And like, I knew like something was going to happen. I didn't know what. I didn't know if he was talking to someone's girlfriend or whatever. So like, I just ended up fucking leaving. So I meet up with everybody else, and like we're back on like the casino floor. We're like gambling or something. So we go by like the food court, and I forgot what casino we were in, but like there was like all these restaurants downstairs or something, and so we're like there, and we're like, dude, and we're like looking for food. And we just see Joe, and he's missing his fucking collared shirt. He's leaning up against the fucking garbage can like this. He's bleeding. Like, yeah, he's like fucking shirt's ripped, like his undershirt like is ripped. And I'm just like, yo, what happened? like smiling. Like, I knew it, you fucking dummy. Dude, so he starts spinning this fucking story. So he's like, yeah, I go to the back to this girl's room, and like her boyfriend was there or something, and like he's mad. And I'm like, nah, dude. I'm like, you are a retard, and you got fucking set up. You got fucking...
You got cuck robbed.
You got, like, that's like the old honeypot, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking... So she brought him back to the room. There were fucking 3 or 4 guys there waiting to beat the shit out of him.
Oh, no. He had his friends?
Yeah, dude. And they beat the fuck out of him. They stole his money and shit, you know? Because this guy, he, like to their credit, like, yo, they picked a good mark. Like, this guy was, like... flashy as fuck. Like, he was like showing off money and shit.
That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's in AC. They were locals, you know.
Dude, AC is a fucking sketchy joint.
Dude, it's real sketchy fucking town.
You go outside of that, even in the casino area. I'm
Yeah.
going there, not AC, but whatever. I'm gonna be in Wildwood this weekend, but AC. I'm back in AC Labor Day weekend.
Oh, nice.
So,
Nice.
but yeah, dude. Even in the casino,
I want to get into AC so bad.
even in the casino area, but like you
Yeah.
leave that casino area,
yeah, where there's no security,
bro.
like, yeah,
That's like a place where people go missing.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
That's like, or like you get beat
dude.
the fuck
you
up,
walk the boardwalk at night, it's sketchy,
dude. It's
you know?
real sketchy.
You walk the boardwalk during the day, it's fucking, especially in the summer, it's like, oh, this is fucking nice. They got
Yeah.
like, beach bar. Dude, at night, it's like you're gonna get fucking stabbed with like a rusty screwdriver.
Dude, one time I was there. It was years ago. I was
Oh,
there.
just real quick to put the cap
Yeah,
on that
put it.
story. So like the last part, which I thought was fucking hysterical. He was bragging earlier in the night, like he was wearing like a fucking $12,000 Rolex.
That's the first thing they took.
100%.
Oh, fucking Christ! dude.
He's like, yeah, I lost my watch up there. I'm like, oh, you lost your watch? And he's like, yeah, dude, I hit this guy so hard it fell off.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, everyone else is like believing this shit. I was like, dude,
no!
I'm like, it's a Rolex. Like, like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
What a crock
I
of
was like,
shit!
they would have cut your arm off to get that. Like,
Yeah.
everybody else is like, wow, Joe, like that's hard, dude. You're tough, man.
What a
I'm like, what a
fucking-
loser.
What a bullshit
Yeah.
story.
Dude, I hit this guy so hard and it just popped off. I'm like,
Yeah.
you fucking kidding me?
And what,
Because if it popped off, the momentum would push it back. You know? Like,
It went over your knuckles.
you would- like, what the fuck? You
How
know?
loose are you wearing your Rolex watch?
I know, dude. It was just so
Also,
full of
you
shit.
you didn't pick it up. Okay, you knocked him out. He's knocked out. Why did you
Yeah.
pick it back up?
Yeah.
Pick it back up then.
I'd pick it up in the middle of the fight and
Yeah,
like,
I would take a kick to the head
100%
in
for
the midst-
$12,000.
in the midst of picking up a
Yeah.
$12,000 watch.
Yeah, dude. What were you gonna say though?
No, I'm just saying, like,
Oh.
it's a sketchy place. One time I was doing shows there years ago, and I was walking. I remember because like with Matt Bridgestone, they put you on like a 6 o'clock, an 8 o'clock, and a 10 o'clock.
Who, Matt Bridgestone.
Matt Bridgestone.
What room does he run?
The fucking room is it? I haven't done it in years.
Yeah.
I do an AC Comedy Club. I mean, I don't know. I would nothing happened.
What,
When
AC Comedy Club?
He-
Is that Tropicana?
AC Comedy Club is the Clarion Hotel,
Oh, okay.
and they have like they have a theater, and they have like a decent sized room.
Oh, nice.
And then AC Jokes is Matt Bridgestone, who also runs great fucking shows. They
Right, right.
run good shows down there, man.
Yeah, dude, I want to break in there so bad because
Hmm.
like I get my parents are like gamblers,
Yeah.
you know, and like we get like free rooms and shit.
Yeah.
'Cause, like my parents go all the time, and like when I go down, I'm a fucking player too. You
Yeah.
know? Like I'll drop a couple G's like playing.
Nice.
So it's like that, you know, if I could get like a reason to go down there, I think it would be like a lot of fun. Like, you know, maybe make a couple dollars or something, you know,
Yeah.
and then like fucking gamble. I'm really good at blackjack, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like something I want to get into, but like I have no idea where to start.
I haven't. I remember I went to hit him up, and I remember he was like, "We don't really have anything for you." It was like right before pandemic,
Right.
and then pandemic hit, and then it's,
Yeah.
you know. But I would hit him up to see if he's doing
yeah,
anything.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
But they put you on a 6, a 8, and a 10.
Yeah.
And then I get there. You know, I got there pretty early because like with AC, it's such a long drive.
yeah,
So it's like you kind of have to leave super early, and then you get there and you have like 2 remaining hours till the show starts.
right.
Because you don't want to leave too early, too late, and then then your 3-hour drive is now a 5-hour drive, and you're
Right.
fucked.
And yeah, you get stuck in the fucking turnpike traffic or
Yeah,
something.
it's a long drive. So I was like, whatever. I get to AC. I'm 2 hours early, and I'm just like walking around the boardwalk, and I see this legless homeless guy. He's like, "Come on, money,
Yeah,
this and
yeah.
that." And then I
like
do
from
my
the movie Kids. You ever see that?
no, yeah, I have
Oh, it's an old movie. Like, I have no legs.
Yeah.
I have no legs, and he's got the fucking cup.
So I see this guy, legless homeless guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. And then I get done, and I'm walking the boardwalk later that night, and I see the fucking homeless guy walking around. And I was like,
Great move. I think it is fucking A+.
and he didn't think like I would remember him or
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
would. I was like, what the fuck happened? I thought you were sitting in this chair. He's like, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't work for you. I was like, wow, this is fucking real hustle out here.
Bro, what a great response. Like, cause that's like his job.
I don't work for you,
Like, he's got the
motherfucker.
cup. Like I don't work for you. This is my fucking job. I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur, motherfucker.
I'm my own boss. Yeah, dude. But that's so funny though.
Dude, fucking wild.
I hit him so hard that the Rolex fell
Yeah,
off.
dude. So I get that weird vibe with like couples, you know,
Yeah.
like trying to do that. I don't know, man. Have you ever come close to getting a threesome, or have you ever had one?
I did in college.
You had one?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't hooking up with her, but there was this chick Stacy. She was in the same like dorm building as
Yeah.
me, and made it through the grapevine that she really wanted to hook up with me. I'm like, all right. So we went out, and then we hooked up like a few times.
Yeah.
And then like one of the last times, she's like, we can just go back to my dorm, and like she was in a newer dorm tower, and the way
Right.
that it was, no, she was. Yeah, she was in a newer dorm tower. I'm thinking about someone else.
Yeah.
So we weren't in the same dorm building. And so we went to her dorm tower, and like the rooms, the way they were set up, it's like 2 rooms. It's not 2 separate rooms. It was
Yeah.
2 rooms, and it was separated by like a ceramic wall.
Yeah.
But you could easily walk around the ceramic wall and get to the other roommate's room. And so it was like essentially like a studio apartment. Like you could hear what's going on
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
other side of the room. And so we're, I'm laying on a bed and we're like just talking, like we're just going there.
Yeah.
And then her roommate came in, who was super mad about something.
Okay.
And they're arguing. She's like, another guy, huh?
Oh.
And I was like, oh fuck.
You fucking slut, Becky.
Yeah, like, and I was like, great. I didn't even care if she was a slut. Like I said, I use condoms. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
But it was like, I was like, oh shit, she probably does this all the time. And
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm cock blocked. This is not happening.
Right.
And then she's like, and what? Like, and what happens? I forgot what that whole argument. But then eventually she's like, and what? Like, you didn't think about what if I want a guy? You didn't bring home a guy for me? She's like, well, what even is that? Like, you should bring home 2 guys.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, what do we do about this? Like, I don't know. And she's like, you want me to leave? And I was just like, what's going on right now? And she's like, oh, I guess we just do what we did last time. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, this is a setup.
Yeah.
They set this up.
the whole thing, the whole fight, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. They
'cause-
had a script, dude.
Because once it got to that, it seemed very theatric.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they were going
They were
by-
theater majors.
And I was like, oh shit. Oh, okay.
Oh, God,
And
this
then
is
she
great.
like walked over the bed, and then it just happened.
Yeah.
But I think now, I was 21.
I know. See, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Dude, like, I'm 37 now. It's like, I think I would feel weird as fuck in a threesome, especially because I stopped drinking,
I was sober. I'm not gonna lie. I was
really?
sober.
Yeah.
I was
feel
sober.
it like being sober in a threesome would be so weird. I came close a couple times where it's like we were kind of like I was like making out with like two chicks, and then when I tried to like push the issue, it just like one friend was just like, all right, see you later.
So the thing with that is like, I think something like that just has to fall into your lap. I don't think you can push unless you're going on one of those fucking sites. Where it's like, listen, we're here for this.
Right.
For you to just go out to a bar and like, hey, who's down to fuck each other tonight?
Well, yeah. See, like what it was like I was hanging out with two girls that were like super best friends.
Yeah.
You know, and then like one of them I was kind of hooking up with, and then like I don't know, like somehow the third got involved.
Yeah.
Like I think I told them to make out, so they started doing that, and then it was just like a triangle thing, and we're getting calls. I was like, who the fuck has our number? So I don't know. It was like a triangle makeout session, and then it was just like the second me and the one that I was like comfortable with started taking it a little bit further. The other one was just like, all right, like that's my cue, you know, like I'm gonna leave now, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like you don't have to.
That's the one thing that like the comfortability level. I think that would be a thing for me now.
Yeah.
The only reason why I was able to do that when I was 21 is because I had just gotten out of like a really bad relationship.
Oh, okay.
Where I mean, like it was just bad.
You
like
gotta fuck the pain away.
Yeah, like if I just not even like it broke me up. Like the woman, she was just very like she's like, you can't go out on Friday nights. You can't go. And like, granted, I was competing. I was wrestling. I was doing jiu-jitsu. So like, going out really wasn't a big thing for me anyway because you have to be in good shape. And
but
all
she
that.
was like really controlling.
Yeah, but like, at the day, I'm still in my early 20s, and I have friends, and I want to go out. And she but yeah, like I rarely ever went out. It was a very like captive relationship. I felt like I was held captive.
Yeah, like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, so when I was, I hated her.
Yeah,
I hated her. I don't know why. She was really hot and just good in bed. So I was just like, and you're young, so that literally can just propel a relationship for 2-3 years.
Absolutely.
Because you're young and you're stupid.
High school and college, you're
young, you don't know what you're doing. But she, so then once I ended it, once I got the balls to break up with her, I was like, oh my God, it's a whole new world.
Yeah.
And I was
especially like, because if she was telling you not to fucking do something, like you can't go out on Friday nights. It's like, well, bitch is gone. I'm going out on Friday night.
Yeah, dude. Like, and it was just like, and it's like I worked so hard with that fucking sport at the time. And I was like, yo, like if I have time to go out, going out.
Right.
Yeah. And she was like, I want you to do schoolwork. And I'm like, what? The fuck out of here. Schoolwork?
Yeah. Like, what are we going to study together?
Get the fuck. We did a lot. And I was like, get the fuck out of my face. It was just like, I was living a life that I just hated.
Yeah.
And, so like, I mean, I came out of the gate hot.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? We're doing threesomes now.
I got a hot dose ready to go. Dude, I was watching that clip. It's so fucking funny.
I think, it's funny. So I was playing it. And the people at the Cobb at the tea house, they were like, "You just watching your own podcast now?" And I was like,
"It's so fucking like vain," but I do it.
I think a clip like that, you're either gonna love it and think it's hilarious, or you're like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, I know.
And luckily, all the people in the room that I was in loved the clip. They were like, "That's hilarious."
Dude, that was a good one.
You saying hot dose? You're like, a hot dose.
Dude, me and Marissa were fucking dying. Like that was the first thing she texted me after that show that day. She's like, hot dose. Fucking hilarious.
And then it goes on to I think that's like my favorite part about being a comedian. And I do truly mean this. I think my favorite part of being a comedian is just being a comedian in life and knowing other comedians and like hang out with other comedians, because comedians have this ability to like, you'll say something
and
I'll pick up on the fact that you don't really mean that thing. That's just like a ridiculous thing you said to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I am going to top that with something more ridiculous. And then we're going to get caught on this fake conversation that doesn't really mean anything. But we're just having fun.
Exactly.
To see who's saying the most ridiculous thing.
Dude, I love that.
I feel like only comedians can take that ride.
Yeah. Dude, that's a really good explanation because, like, I couldn't put that into words, but yeah, I love that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like the girl Christina. The one I'm seeing now. She does it. She has that ability.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, I really appreciate you having that ability because I think that's really special. And I really, I think it's one of my favorite qualities about you.
Yeah.
And she didn't really understand that at first. She was like, what? That, just fucking around? And I'm like, you'd be surprised how many people don't have that ability.
Oh my God. 100%, dude. I told Marissa that all the time. I was like, dude, you make me laugh more than most comedians.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Because, like, we play off each other really well. And, but I love that about, just like how most of my friends are comedians now is like, we get to, like, I love when a comedian like picks something out that like I say that's just like maybe a little bit weird or like, or if I say something like, and like, just for example, with my girlfriend, like, she was telling me a story yesterday and I went to say like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But I didn't say God. So she's,
oh my.
So I was just like, oh my. Dude, she started fucking dying laughing. She's like, who the fuck are you? But like I stopped saying God because she kept talking. So I was like, oh my.
I think also,
but it's just like I love when shit like that gets pointed out, where it's just like something that like regular people wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
Like if I was sitting in a room full of casuals and I said, "Oh my," people would be like, "Yeah, oh my."
Yeah, right. That's I think is funny about like what certain words and phrases, like certain words and phrases will come back with even more weight to them.
Yeah.
As you get older, like, okay, me and you have lived a crazy fucking life.
Yeah.
Say I see something crazy out of everything that me and you have been through, and one of us is going to say, oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to say something lame, like, oh, goodness. Yeah. It must just be bewildering us.
Exactly.
That it's too much for us to deal with, and I'm going to say, oh, goodness.
Goodness gracious.
I realize that, too, when someone, like, say you're in high school or college and you're getting in an argument with someone.
Right.
And you're like, shut up, you fucking loser. Like, good insult.
I know, dude.
Call me a loser. If you call like a 35-year-old man a loser, like, hey, what's up, you fucking loser?
Yeah.
Like, that means something different.
Dude, I started bringing shit like that back. Because, like, when you're in, like, high school or college, like, you're trying to, like, get funny with, like, the insults. And they're all, like, curse words. It's like, what's up, you fuckwad? Yeah. You, like, douche canoe.
Or say something, like, really bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about something getting older. Like, you just realize, like, you don't need...
You don't need it, man.
You don't like the simple ones.
Dude.
It's the delivery behind the simple one.
Yes. Like, and dude, that's what I like about loser.
You fucking loser.
Dude, it just rolls off the tongue so good.
Yeah.
And like dude, another good one is like scumbag. Dude, like I really just like, or like dirtbag. Like you could even like those two are like really good. Because like I feel like everybody goes to douchebag. Yeah. But I'm just like, yo, you fucking dirtbag, or You think
maybe it's just because like when you're younger, when you're like 20, whatever, your early 20s.
Yeah.
Like you don't have enough data in life to base something like oh, you scumbag. Like, well, you're young, everyone's a scumbag.
Yes.
But then you get you start getting into your 30s, and you've lived enough life and you've seen enough people do shitty, scummy things.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of has an idea of what a scumbag actually is.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, you're a fucking scumbag.
Right.
That's who you are. You're a low life. Low life is a
low life.
You fucking low life.
I don't use that one, but that's a good one. I gotta throw that one in.
Like someone who's like a credit card scamming.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking low life.
Yeah, low life. That's
you couldn't have just. And I'm an Uber driver, and I'm calling you that.
My favorite in like college. Now we're talking 2004 to 2008, dude. The R word and the F word, man, dude. Like I still say retard. Like I'm not giving that one up. You know,
I'm not giving them any of them up.
dude.
I get warned about faggot.
Yeah, me too.
I get warned about, but it's weird because from Long Island, like my uncle's gay. He's like my second
Dude,
favorite
I got
uncle.
Gay people in my family. Yeah,
I have gay friends.
I have retards in my family. Dude, like actual fucking mental deficiency.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's like I don't love them less. Like, what the fuck?
I thought you were gonna say like I don't love him or anything. I was about to be like, I think we're steering off course.
Oh, we're really starting to see that socio, Hugh.
But
oh God,
I think.
But you know the reason why I like those two words is like that, like when you hit it with that hard D or that hard T, like what's up, you fucking faggot.
Yeah.
You know, and like what's up, you fucking retard.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and dude, it's just like has that like extra bite to it.
Yeah, it's also like I don't care. I never cared. It just wasn't something I ever thought about. Like if you're gay, I don't.
Oh yeah.
I never cared about that. Like
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't give a shit.
100%.
I really wholeheartedly do not. Like I'll treat you just like anyone else.
Yeah.
When I say faggot, I mean loser.
Yeah, dude. I always thought Jim Brewer's explanation was the best. Like he did it on one of his specials. Where he's like, yo, faggot doesn't mean like gay. Faggot means like the kid who couldn't kick a kickball.
Yeah.
You know, like the guy who'd strike out in kickball in gym.
Yeah.
And like fall on his face. Or even like Louis C.K. did a similar joke. Was like, yeah, like if I see someone, you know, I walk into a bathroom, I see a guy sucking another guy's dick. I'm like, gentlemen, you know. But then he's like, if the guy pulls the dick out of his mouth and he's like, people from Phoenix are Phoenicians.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, you faggot.
Yeah. That is exactly what
Dude,
I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. And like they just describe it so perfectly. I always wanted to do a joke about that, but I'm like, oh, that's been like just that's it. Louis C.K. killed it. Like
you're not going to get a better explanation.
Yeah. Even Segura in one of the earlier specials did something like that too. It's just like dude, it's just like they it's like, why can't we repurpose the word? You know, like they did it with the N-word. You know, like I'm not getting into it. Like I'm not gonna fucking say it.
That one I think we should leave.
But like the whole reason, like okay, like black people took it and like it's their word now, and it means something different. You know, like of course, like we can't say it. Like that's their thing. Cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, why can't we take words and just like repurpose it? You know,
I don't think
like gay went from happy to fucking gay.
I don't think.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think the N-word's gonna find another avenue.
No, I'm not talking about the N-word, but I'm saying like retard and faggot. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like they words get changed around all the time. It's like, why can't we just do that? But it's like, no, it's fucking offensive. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, and I would also never call a gay man a faggot, and I would never call a mentally challenged person a retard.
Saying.
Like I would never do that.
Yeah, dude. My favorite is just like. It's like when I say the word retard on stage, like this is like one of those jokes that I always keep in like my back pocket if it like ever happens. But it's like if someone gets offended at me saying the word retard, I'm like, oh, then you're obviously retarded. You know, it's like black people get offended if I say the N-word because they're black.
Yeah.
So it's like if you get offended, like you're obviously retarded.
I've been testing the waters with the R word with retard. And sometimes it hits.
Yes, it hits hard sometimes.
Then sometimes they pull back a little bit. And I think you have to just like stand your ground with it.
Yeah.
Also, your your usage of the word.
Dude,
matters.
I did a show for Joe Milonis in someone's backyard. He now when he runs the show, he calls it the Hugh Murray rule, and he lives like everything that you can't say before the show. But I was doing this bit about how I have insomnia and depression, and like those mental illnesses, like they like when you stack it up against like autism or Down syndrome, like you know they like no one looks anything. They're like, oh, look at this sleepy, sad little loser. You know, like there's like when I drive down my block, I see signs that say like autistic child area. You know, I'm like, why? You know, you should have like a depressed child area because we're the ones throwing ourselves in front of a car. Yeah. You know, like it's a cute little bit.
Yeah, I like it.
And like I ended up saying like the word retard like 6 times during the bit. And dude,
6 times.
I think like halfway through the bit, I see Milonis going like this. And he's just like trying to get me to cut.
Not a 7th.
And I'm just like, I'm like halfway through the bit, and I'm like, nah, they got to hear the end. Like I wasn't gonna stop the bit, dude. I didn't realize there were like 3 ladies crying. Like half the room loved it. Like, and I was playing to that side, and like other half was like highly, highly offended. I didn't realize that it was actually a fundraiser in someone's backyard.
No.
For like special needs kids.
Oh God. Oh, fucking come on. How'd you not know that?
Dude, no one told me, man. No one fucking told me.
They just hired you?
Dude, it was my Lonus, and I'm like, yo, you've known me for 10 years. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
And he's just like, you can't do this one again, right? I'm like, all right.
Jesus.
Give me my money.
Yeah, dude, it's,
we gotta start wrapping up.
Yeah. It's, you know what? When I get away with saying retard?
Yeah.
I get away with it when I'm making fun of my Long Island friends. And I make it a point to, so I'm talking like one of my Long Island friends.
Right.
And then I say retarded, and people are like, no, we hate Long Island. They are retards.
Yeah.
And that immediately, or I would say 8 out of 10 times, puts them on board.
Right.
With me being okay to say that.
Yeah.
Because they don't like who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I was trying to say it like funny in that bit, like
yeah.
I would definitely like, I would push the issue, and it's a pretty smart bit, It's, no,
I got this smart bit I'm gonna check out.
This smart bit about retards.
Are there any valedictorians in here? Good.
No, but what I get into is just like comparing the two, and like how depression always just basically if you're depressed in high school, like everyone just calls you like a loser or a faggot. Like, why are you sad all the time?
Yeah.
But then I go into like those videos where they let like the kid with Down syndrome like he's like the towel boy on the football team, and they get him in for the last play of the last game, and they fucking hand it off, and he runs for 99 yards, and everybody they get in a 3-point stance, and they pretend to play, and everyone just gets up and they clap, and as they watch, they make this retard run 99 yards, and I get into like the whole thing, and I'm like, and I had to do fucking push-ups in high school to score touchdowns. Like, no one's like, come on, let me get this sleepy, sad little faggot in the end zone. And I just kind of like, that was like my retard faggot bit.
I think because you add an AH, like faggot.
Oh yeah.
I feel like every time I hear faggot, it's like, oh, that could be, when I hear faggot, I think of like someone from upstate saying it.
Okay.
And they mean that they don't like gay people. Like I think of somebody from like Buffalo, like, get these faggots out of here.
And it's just too weird, because it's just like, dude, like, I don't know. Some of my closest friends are gay.
It's like
they'll tell me, they'll be like, "Yo, that bit's hilarious."
If
you know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna judge me, like, come hang out with me for the week and see that I hang out with gay people, I hang out with black people, I hang out with Spanish people, I hang out with fucking sometimes retarded people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's if you just look at me and look at my actions, you can tell that I'm not a bad dude.
Yeah,
exactly. It's what you do.
We're not actually bad people on this show.
We're not. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? People in the fucking YouTube comment section
who
are obviously gonna hate on us for this one.
Oh, we're gonna catch fire.
No, dude, I'm
actually
glad Beezy didn't make this one. Because sometimes the comments on our clips, like, they're just mean to us.
Yeah, I'm like, do you want to fight? Like, is that like, I feel like that's what you want. I feel like that would resolve.
Dude, the one that hurt the most is like the clip about the comedian Death Pool. And it were just 2 people that, like, who are these guys? I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, I get it, man. I just responded with, like, can you guys watch a full episode, please? Like, can you, like, do a little research into us? But whatever, man.
That's it.
All right, anything you want to plug?
Tonight I'm at the Comic Strip at 8. Comic Strip at 8. And then Friday, Saturday, I am in Wildwood, New Jersey. I just posted the flyer on my Instagram.
Awesome, dude.
You could check the flyer out on my Instagram, which my Instagram is Trav_Grant. That's Trav_Grant. So
Awesome,
check out the
man.
flyer if you're in Wildwood, New Jersey. I know a lot of Jersey people have been asking me when I'm coming back, and a lot of Jersey friends that moved to Jersey from Long Island, and that's where I'm going to be.
Awesome. I think I don't really have much going on in August, so if you want to book me. Fuck. But yeah,
Looking for a fundraiser.
September. Yeah, dude, I do child's parties. September 1st, I'll be at the Fifth Borough Comedy Festival.
September 1st? Wait, which one?
Yeah,
Which one are you doing?
I think at the Coffee House. I think you and me are on the same show.
Wait a minute. I think is Chris Bias also on the show?
I'm not sure. Northside Coffee, Staten Island, obviously.
I think. Hold up. I'm definitely on the festival.
Yeah, I thought I saw the flyer for us, and we were on the same one.
Yeah,
I haven't posted it
I'm
yet.
definitely on. That's my night. It's the first.
Oh yeah. Hugh Murray, Travis Grant.
Oh.
But Alia, Greg and Rob. I don't know half these people. I know Greg and Rob, Michelle Conrad.
Yes, Michelle
Yeah.
Conrad's back. I love Michelle.
Bias isn't on that one, and we got our boy Patrick Haggerty hosting.
Cool.
So September 1st, Staten Island. If you want to come see us, we're on the same show.
Michelle's back. She's such a fun hang, and she's such a fucking hilarious.
And you know what, dude? People are like booking us together. It's actually cool. What we got?
Cool.
I'll plug the other show.
I would love to have them
Coming up, but again in September. What was the McNeely gig?
Oh, the 15th.
That's the 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't have it in my calendar.
Yeah, we're both on that.
Yeah. We got our boy Terry McNeely, who's been on the show. Me and Travis will be in the Giggle Room. That's a fun show. So go to govs.com for tickets. And follow me on socials at The Logic, Treading Water, at Treading Water Podcast. And that's it.
Guys, peace
Thank
out.
you.
Thanks
Bye.
for listening. Meh.